Greetings, people of the internet. This is Cardiacs, and today is a sketchbook tour. Been a while since I've done one, and yeah, I've been so busy lately that I just kind of haven't had anything finished in terms of speed paint. So this is what you get to see that I do physically instead of on the computer. And yes, my bird is very angry, but that's normal. And also, this is apparently this was done January 4 to July 13, I think. And my friend Ginger had this from approximately January 15 to March 8th, so, you know. I was just testing some plies. I do that sometimes on the first page of my works. Stupid doodle. Ideas that I should go back to that I wrote down because meh. That's a tiny waist. Wow, okay. I don't know. I was just doing character ideas, I guess. Kinda like how this turned out. The shape of her body, at least. This one's not too bad, but it's a little awkward. This one's not bad. I like how her face came out. Reminds me kind of like Kyrie from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I should probably put a warning. There's probably nudity. Yep, there's some more. Because people, I think, are just too sensitive about nudity. It's not that big of a deal. Everybody's got a body. I think this is a sketchbook I used a lot of Pinterest pictures for reference, like these two, I think. She's really cute. I like her. More Pinterest inspiration. Yep, Pinterest studies all over the place. Nope. Much better. I like how she came out. She's cute. I like this one. Good job, me. I still kind of like it. So when I was doing this, I was trying to play with my style and kind of break it a little bit. Because I just get so stuck in drawing the same things at the same time always, and everything has to look the same. And it gets very boring. So I wanted to try to break my style, which is really hard to do when you're so used to doing something. I was working on some perspective, just a little bit. More reference stuff, likely. More nudity. Some suggested nudity because I didn't bother drawing clothes. Working on... This is horse half too large, but it's not too bad. More centaur practice. I don't know, just trying to draw horses from memory. Horses, more like centaurs, but I'm more used to the human half, so. Oh, this is details of a character, or character details for a commission I was working on, and a sketch to figure out what should be done. Playing with curly hair. I don't do very curly hair. I do wavy, but not really like curl like that. Hey, this is me. I actually used this as my PSN profile picture for a while. It's actually not too inaccurate for me, but I'm not that thin. It's a cute little idea of a little fairy, I guess, hiding under a mushroom during the rain. More drawings of me, just being very stressed out, I guess. Doodles, is there anything under here? Possibly, but it's glued down, so I can't really show you. I don't think there's anything under there. I don't usually hide stuff. Some eyeball practice. Usually that's what I always go to when I can't think of something to draw. I just draw eyes. More, sticky notes. I love sticky notes for some reason. I like drawing on them, I like writing on them. Usually I throw the ones away that I write on, but then I stick the ones that I draw on in the current sketchbook. Mermaid with nipples. Kind of like the idea of a slightly chubby mermaid. I know this isn't very chubby at all, but it's not super skinny either. To Pinterest. This is that's possibly Pinterest. April 30, I think. Oh, interesting. Forgot about this guy. Like, mermaids, where is it? Mermaids like this, the ones that are pretty with long hair, aren't likely to actually exist. If mermaids were real, they probably wouldn't have hair like that. So I was just playing around with a more fishy looking merhuman. And possible drawing of me, maybe? I don't know what that was. Merchild. And my characters Annalise and Cavita being mermaids. First time I ever made Annalise a mermaid, but not the first time Cavita was a mermaid. More mer people. Tiny merm. Very, very tiny merm. For some reason, this past mermaid, I just wanted to call all the... That's my phone. If you can hear that, that's my phone. I wanted to call I wanted to call them merms instead of mer people or mermaids or whatever. My hero, and he's like, what, tail? What? That was just a random sketch idea. I don't know if you can see this, but I never actually... Sometimes I draw with pencils rather, and they're really light colors, so they don't show up very well. Very rarely, though. I usually draw with black pens or some kind of dark pen. Hey, it's a chubbier mermaid. I think this might have been a version of me, because I don't often draw characters with glasses unless I'm drawing me. Kinda want to change that. Oh, the mouth is creepy. And, oh, this is an idea I had for a piece that I never had time to do. I think there's a couple of those. Oh. My brother and I watched Steven Universe, and we saw the part where they adopt a cat. It's kind of a spoiler, but not exactly. Not too bad of one anyway. So I drew a slightly more realistic lion with the little kitty laying on him. Cute. Yay. And Garnet having issues because she's awesome. And more Garnet. I had these pens I was testing out, apparently Big Atlantis, and I wanted to do drawings of the crystal gems with their own, what's the word? Respective pen colors, I guess. So I guess I chose blue for pearl, purple for amethyst, and pink for garnet. Perspective play. Oh, this was, what's the thing? I kind of wanted to test what it would look like because I kind of wanted to change the pose of this a little bit. It feels a little stiff, so I wanted to try and turn her chest up, so that's why that's there. And I, of course, decided not to give her clothes because why would mermaids need clothes? Why? Like fish? Fish don't wear clothes. Do they? I'm pretty sure they don't. We're mermaids. I don't like doing mermaid because it's just so restrictive. The poses are kind of fun, but doing one every single day just kind of holds me back, I think. Says the person who's always doing females in certain portrait poses. Yeah. I like how this came out. I need to do more multiple tone pen sketches like this, because I like doing pen sketches, lining it with something darker, then adding like a secondary tone. I don't know if you can see, but there's some blue on our pearl necklace, I guess. You can tell which sketches I liked and which ones I don't, because I kept adding more details to this one, and then this one's just a basic sketch. This one's okay. Not my favorite, obviously. This one wasn't even finished. This one I added a little bit too, but not very much. The most detail I gave it was the little fishy. This turned into an idea for a stream I did. It's a mermaid. I hadn't actually planned to do something like this with it, but that's how it ended up being. Kind of like this pose. It's cute. She's just having fun swimming. And the hanging nipples. And I like the water effect. They're kind of like how it like the suggestion, I guess, of water ripples. I remember in high school, in my cats are spasming, economics or government class, I can't remember which it was, but in one of those I did a drawing of a kind of like demonic man. He had horns and looked really bony like this. And I thought of that, I guess, and I decided to see how well I could draw it again. Need to find that drawing, because I only really remembered it from doing it in high school. Didn't actually find the drawing. I feel like I saved it somewhere, though. More mermaids. More mermaids. I was watching something, and I don't remember what it was, but I remember I was watching something when I drew this, and I really liked how this came out. I like the sketchiness, and of course the subtle colors. It's like a nice pastel thing. I want to use more pastel colors. Which reminds me, I went to Michael's this weekend because let me just point at the boobs while I'm trying to tell you this. And I found some Prismacolor markers that I want to test, so there might be a video about that. I didn't get very many because they were on sale, so I didn't have a choice of which ones I wanted exactly. I did grab a few. Most of them are grays, and I got a couple of blues, but they're mostly greens, I think. I don't know. I'll pull them out, and then I'll play with them one day. Who knows what I'll come up with. Anyway, this excuse me. This was inspired by what? There we go. This one, because of the hair, I think. And so I think it might have been supposed to be the same character. And I love this drawing. Like, whenever I came up with it, I wanted to test the turning of the chest again, I suppose. So I also threw her head back, and when I drew it, it looked like she was doing one of those, like, you know, praise the Lord kind of poses. So it's just like, all hail Poseidon, because that'd probably be their god. Anyway. No, dude mermaid. The rare drawing of a man that I do. She looks pregnant. Pregnant. It's like one of those YouTube videos of this guy just reading Yahoo Answers and people spelling pregnant very wrong and him trying to sound it out, and it's just weirdly hilarious. Anyway. The neck is too long, but more pose sketches. Just playing around. Google Pics my painting. Oh, video ideas. Let me know if you like these ideas and if you want me to try them. I don't have much time lately, but I will try to make it happen. Especially since I'm trying to get a job, so I probably won't have much time at all. And I'm sorry for my videos being so late lately, or just not happening at all, but I really have been super busy. And this is just kind of like something I do on my own time, of which I haven't really had much, because when I'm not doing videos, I'm doing comics or sketching, which I could just do videos on sketching, but I'm usually just trying to relax when I do these sketches. Because I just don't, I mean, like, I got a car. I have a car now, and I actually have to get a job in order to afford having that car. So I'm just stressing out. But yeah, these sketches are just ideas for my comic. Just practicing drawing the characters. This looks like a doll. This doesn't look like a character. This looks like a doll. I think that was supposed to be Vex, like ideas for Vex, but yeah, he just kind of came out. I didn't have much time to design the characters. Like, Seraphine was pretty fleshed out long before I even thought about turning it into a comic. I like how that face came out. Playing with the hoo-hoo markers, I think. But Vex and Sophie were kind of just sudden. Like, they just came out how they did in the comic because I didn't have enough time to really design them. So I think that their looks changed. At least Vex did a little bit. So yeah, playing with poses. Sophie, she's so cute. I like how Sophie came out. Like, I didn't plan for her to look like this at all. She just came out this way, and I really like how she came out. She's adorable. Possible character design. I might have posted that on Instagram, which I haven't been keeping up with because I'm a terrible person. But yeah, he might come in here soon. I'm not entirely sure what his color palette will be, but I'll work on that. Oh, this is more comic stuff. Seraphine, and I was just like, this is how she looks in the beginning of the comic, and this is potentially what she might look like later. In other words, she might get a little more strong, a little more muscular. Spoilers. Just some wolf-ish drawings and some pose drawings. This is kind of cute. I like the curve. The curve is nice. Oop. This is, I might cut this out later. This is some race designs, race ideas anyway for the comic. I had like a really, really skinny Copic pen, so I was just sketching with it, and I like how the kitties came out. The wolf, the wolf-like creature there is a little weird, looks a little too cat-like because of the snout. Looks a little more wolf-like there. Slipping on a banana peel, maybe? The sketchbook does not want to stay flat, so I'm trying very hard to hold it shut, or hold it open rather. Just wing practice. This isn't really how her wings came out exactly. Like, this is probably the closest. And I'm giving this design to Vex, I think. Some more. I wanted to play with Dreadlocks. So this is a little sketchy practice for Dreadlocks. More sketchy practice for Dreadlocks. Who knows? Maybe a Dreadlock character will show up in my comic. So, like, one thing I want to do is I want to practice with skin tones, and using my comic for that might be a really good idea. And, like, what happened here, it's like I realized I accidentally did that thing where I put the one leg at the same, like, you know, when you're running, one arm matches the other leg, so when this arm will go forward, then this leg will go forward as well, but this one will go back like this one, this arm. And I wasn't paying much attention, so I accidentally switched them. So these two legs, these two limbs are going forward, these two are going back. So then I tried to play with the lines to make it look like this one was the one going back, or this one was the right leg that was going back. Anyway, and I hated how that came out, didn't finish the clothes or anything, so I redid it, and I didn't even like this as much as the first one. So, oops. Sitting on a couch, sitting at a table. Emotions, because I don't know what was happening, but I was not feeling very good at all. I was just very emotionally distraught. So I was doing a lot of emotional practice. Cat, go away. Cat trying to scratch at my desk, trying to knock stuff off of it. More practice. I think that's supposed to be Severa. There's a Seraphine. More emotional stuff. Possibly feeling a little better, or just trying to pretend to feel better because animals. Face practice. I had some alcohol-based markers on my desk, so I just decided to do this sketch. I think at the time I liked it. I definitely dated it. So that was June 30. So I guess I did this like right after I came back from going to Louisiana. Did I date any of these other ones? When was the last date? Probably a long time ago. Yeah, I don't know when the last date was. I don't date these very frequently, obviously. What was the last thing I showed you? Did I say I show this? Yes, I did. Did that. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking back then. It was too long ago. My memory doesn't last that long. Random as heck pose there. More sketches. That's Cavida looking angry. You know how I know that's Cavida? Because she has curly hair and she has a very tiny little mole right there at the corner of her mouth. She also has big eyes, which is a Cavida staple. And I was practicing a more manga-ish style there. Which I have an arguably mild manga style, mostly in the way I draw eyes. It's not like really big and wide kind of thing, but it's manga inspired. I just like drawing eyes like that. But then I also draw eyes like that. So, yep. Doot. I love drawing foxes, but I need to practice like differentiating between the physical features of each of these animals, you know, cat, raccoon, fox. Sometimes I have a hard time with it. Oh, yeah, I must have been wearing makeup one day, because I remember writing this, I was just like really tired from taking off makeup for some reason. It just wears me out, like just wiping my face just makes my eyes sleepy. It's weird. Seraphine, looking kind of sleepy. Not sleepy, but looking kind of young, I guess. And that's some wicked blush there, but I was just playing with some markers, I guess. And hey, it's a dude that's topless. That's rare, and that's also another dude. Possible idea for character for the comic. May or may not be the same one from earlier. I have some colors in this. This one actually has some metallic pen on it. Also, potential character design for a comic. That's one heck of a big forehead there. Wow. Bit of a smaller forehead, same character though. There we go. A little bit better the size of the forehead. Don't know what's going on here. And we're done. Finished July, I think. I have a hard time keeping track of which number is each month. Yeah. So July, I think, 13, and at one point, like probably even last year, I found this super dinky tiny little pencil. Like, it's only like an inch long, and it was super frickin' thin. Like, thinner than... See, this is probably like a really dirty pencil, but like this little tip here, like right here, starting from where my thumb is and this way, like this part here, this right here, it was about that thin. It was crazy, and I was like, there's no way this thing even works. But I tried it, and it worked, and I was just like, wow. Okay, apparently 1.5 inches long. I apparently measured it. But yeah, that's it. And just to let you know, I don't ever want to have another leather sketchbook like this, because I think this is real leather. And it stinks. Like, actually, my nose doesn't like it. My nose actually does not like it. So, like, beyond the not wanting to use actual leather, because I thought this was faux leather, because I was just a little too excited by the style, because I love the style of these sketchbooks and stuff. But the smell of it, it's just very strong, and I don't like it. I also just don't like real stuff. Real things made from animals, I guess. It just feels a little upsetting. There's hair on my desk. There's a lot of hair on my desk. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll have another video up soon, I promise.